What's going on, everyone? Welcome to the Warehouse Series. So today I want to go over some pictures of my trainee. All right. So I have trained in the past, but I have never trained for a full week. So last week was my full week of training, and I wanted to go over some of my trainees' pictures just to let you know that when a trainee is willing to train and they are willing to give you all the information possible that they possibly can, and you listen. That's the biggest part. Let me repeat this. When you as a trainee listen, then things can go well. So we're going to get to some of the pictures, and I'm going to go over some of the stuff that my trainee did right and did wrong when I left that person on their own. Before we get to that, guys, if you could subscribe to the channel, you know I appreciate it. Give me a thumbs up, leave comments. Guys, if you want to give donations over at Venmo, it's much appreciated. I did a video, which I'll leave in the link below, to let you know that, a little bit of the overview of what I'm getting paid on YouTube. Also, I have these shirts available. This is the front of the shirt, and that is the back of the shirt. Let me hold it up over here. That's the back of the shirt. These shirts, if you are interested, I have extra large, large, and medium. I do have gray and black shirts available, and I might have a few hoodies left too. If you are interested in a shirt, instant message me. I will let you know the price and everything. If you are in the United States, it's basically free because I'm paying for shipping. I break even on these shirts. If you're overseas, I will help pay for shipping. Once again, instant message me. I am not making anything on these shirts. I just would like for people to wear them in the warehouse to help the channel out. And that's that. So let's get to the video. All right. So the first picture I want to look at is this. Guys, this trainee was awesome. They learn the equipment quick. So, I mean, some people catch on to the jacks real quick. Some people do not catch on to the jacks. And that's fine. If you are a new employee and you're not getting the jack, immediately, it's not a problem. There are trainees that actually have taken 2 full days of learning the equipment. All right. We do not, as trainers, we do not want to put you out on the floor selecting until you are absolutely comfortable with that jack. All right, because that's the main thing before we start selecting. So this person got really comfortable on the jack, so I was able to start selecting with this person immediately. Guys, they listen to me. Cases pointing in. When you have 2 cases pointing back, we want a high corner, low inside. All right, we want bags stacked together if we do not have a lot of bags. We don't want to spread bags all over the place if we just have a little bit of them. All right, we got cases pointing in. We got our center column. Things that I teach on this channel. I mean, this honestly looks like it's something that I would build, to be honest with you. So let's look at the next picture. All right, once again, so this is the side view of that picture. As you can see, our bags right here. We got our buckets in the middle. Now, is everything, so we got a couple bags back here. Is this everything I would have done? No. But the point is that I told my trainee after a couple days, after 2 days, and we were on day 3, which these are all day 3, I said, you're not going to keep, learn every single thing that I told you. Take things that I taught you and start learning your own way. Me personally, I would have stacked all these bags together. When I don't have a lot of bags, I don't want to stack on them. I'm going to call them stack my bags right up the front. We got buckets in the middle. I like the way this person was doing this. They were utilizing their buckets in the middle, kept the boxes in the back. Nice and spaced out right here. We got our big cases on the back. I'd say at least 98% of this was him. I might have stepped in one time to help this person. But other than that, I mean, we're keeping perfect, guys. So remember, front and back of the pallet is the time to turn in. When you're in this middle section of the pallet, cases facing towards the middle, and this person listened to me, and they did exactly that. So let's get to the next picture, which is also the same order. We got the other side. We got big cases facing in, tying in that back corner, give us a nice strong corner. Look at this. All right, we're keeping nice and tight. And remember, guys, just because all the cases are going the same direction does not mean it's not a form of tying in. If you are taking weight from this case to this case, that is tying in. Even this is tying in. People don't get that. Just bringing the case off of another case, and even though you're not resting on anything, the weight distribution is slightly getting taken off of this Arm & Hammer right here. Look, we got a slight gap. And then look, what do we do? We walk it over again. So the weight distribution is coming back like this. Guys, I hope that makes sense. Face all your cases in the middle when possible, because it is the strongest point of the pallet, and you are going to have pallets that do not fall over. When you do this, this person, listen well, and I have no doubt they're going to be crushing their times in the near future. So let's take a look at the next picture. We are looking at this one right here. Once again, so I got a red arrow down here. I told this person when they were done, like I said, even during the order, if I seen them do something that I would not have done or I thought was going to compromise the pallet, I let them go, because this person was way ahead of where other trainees were. So I told them, all said and done, you have got to space out your base evenly. And they ran the case this way. I said, when you point cases inwards, if we would have ran this case inwards, we would have had a whole nother level of putting cases inwards. When you run cases towards the middle of your pallet, you're leaving yourself with more room to build. And I proved this to my trainee time and time again. All right, so either space this out, or I would have faced it in, to be honest with you. I would have faced it towards the middle of the pallet, and I would have been able to fit a cereal on its side, because cereals are one of the few cases that you can put on its side. Let's get to the next one right here. What do we got, guys? We got cases facing in. We got a high corner, low inside. All right, we got just keeping that steady flow of cases facing towards the middle. I'm going to keep repeating myself because this is repetition helps, guys. When you face cases in, you save the most space on your pallet. You're not going to have 18-foot pallets whenever you face your cases in. Look at the side of this person's pallet. This is day three of training. This was done with me coming in, I think, once or twice to say, I wouldn't do that. All right. Is this how I stack? No, but that's fine. This person took stuff that I was telling him, okay, and he mixed a little bit of his own thing into it. I would not have stacked this stuff like this, but that doesn't matter. And I kept telling him, it doesn't matter that you're not stacking this to the exact same of what I would do. And this is what I teach on this channel. And this is what I preach. Guys, you have got to take your trainer's information and form your own system that you want to do. This is beautifully done. Not how I would do it, but I love this. I mean, look at that wall. We want nice square pallets. We want stuff tied in, but I love it. I absolutely love it. This person's doing a great job. Like I said, they're going to be crushing their times. Let's take a look at the water. Now we got into a tricky order here. We had a one pallet order, problem part of the warehouse, but I love it. All right. This is where you have to call them stack, but how good are you going to call them stack? All right. We got some wrap down here. I think we actually ended up wrapping this later, but as you can see, we got a slight lean right here going outwards. And I told the person, when you guys have a slight lean like this, we need a smaller case. If we get a case that is full on this or on these two Arizona tees, then we're going to have a slight lean on that. If we just do partial, it's going to be level. I hope that makes sense. So let me repeat myself. When you have a lean on the inside case, if you have anything over midway, you're going to get a lean on that case too. But if you keep this case on the level part, obviously you're going to be level. So that is, a great tip right there. The back of this pallet. So we got a slight rock outwards, nothing major. It's honestly something that could be corrected because we could slide this Arizona T over. And honestly, I would turn this Arizona T facing in, and then we would be able to slide our Gatorade back in. So we have room over here. So this slight rock going out is not even necessary. It's just a matter of, guys, every now and then, it's okay to just step about 6 feet behind your pallet and take a look at it. And then you would notice that, you know what, it's all right to correct this stuff. So let's get on to the next pick. I don't want to take too much time on this. We're got a couple more pictures left here. Look at this, guys. Honestly, when I saw this, I was very happy. This looks like one of my pallets, even though I wouldn't put these Arizona tees on the corner unless I absolutely had to, if I had a lot of them. But I corrected this person, I think, one time, and it was with the Fiji water. But this person built good. What did I say with these stupid little Kool-Aid things that got the twist tab? I said always up front on the thing, keep all your small cases in the corner. This person is listening, and this person is building really good pallets. I love the base. I love the LaCroix up in the front. He even told me, I noticed that the case slid on top of it. I said, that's what the LaCroix do. That's why I like my LaCroix up against the front of my jack. In case my cases start sliding around, we got nice skinny cases in the middle. All the other cases are pointing towards the middle. Now, we got a little low corner here, and I pointed this out to him. Guys, when you are almost done with your order and you're past and you're up chest high, having such a slight low corner than the inside is not that big of a deal. It is not that important to swap it around. Now, I told him if this was down here, I would have swapped it around. All right, if my corner was lower than my inside and it was down here, I would have definitely swapped those cases around, and my Sweet Baby Rays would have been on the inside and my salad dressing would have been on the outside. But when we're up higher, it's not that big of a deal. Once again, just great looking pallets here, as you can see. Now this one here, we had this column just rocking the whole time. That's why we wrapped this a couple of times. And I said, this just proves my point on how important it is to center cases. This gap right here, and I told him, so we had the Juicy Juice was slightly leaning off, and then you got our Fago Pop is leaning off even more. So when you take the weight of this into the gap, and then you put it even more, we're basically putting tons of weight into this gap. All right, so weight distribution is walking into the gap instead of away from the gap. All it would have took is this case to be centered. If we would have centered this case, our pallet would not have been rocking backwards every time he hit the throttle. And I let him know that. That's why it is so important to center cases. All right, when you're at this point and you feel like you're not going to get anything to fit here, center this case and we would not have had this column rocking. Other than that, this person is building really good stuff. Let's get on to the last couple pictures here. So I mapped this out. I was walking behind him during this order and I said, okay, I see that this side of the pallet is rocking over, and we wrapped it. So what case is going to help us bring this back? It's only one case, guys. And I was walking behind him and I took a mental note. I always tell you guys to take mental notes of what would help you with your pallet, whether it's a gap or it's a rocking corner like this. And I took a mental note of this. And as soon as we got that one salad dressing that I thought would be perfect, not only did I tell him where to put it, but I wanted him to step back and actually look at it. So this salad dressing right here, guys, that's all it takes sometimes. We wrapped this. We had our pallet rocking. I'm looking for that one case that's going to keep this pallet straight again, and we got it with that salad dressing. So that is another tip that you guys could do on selecting. If you got two leaning in together, keep a mental note of what size case is going to get that to go back out again. Obviously, this works better when it's wrapped because you could stretch it, put the case in, and then it's going to bring the pressure back in again. And it brought our pallet straight again. I mean, pretty much. I mean, we come out a little bit with the helmets, but it's not horrible. It's okay to flare out a little bit, but it's just not a lot. So that is my last picture. And that's it, guys. That's all the work I want to show you of my trainee. And I just want to prove to you guys, when a trainee is teaching and they are actually teaching and you are listening, things can get accomplished. So that's it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please give me a thumbs up. Please leave comments below. Guys, once again, I'm going to put in the link below about the video talking about my revenue here on YouTube, and that is why the Venmo's there. I appreciate you guys, and I will see you guys next time. Have a great day.